Yeah, so my name is Sergey Alessandro. Currently, I work as a data scientist, so I'm on the computer a lot. My sports background, I just played a lot of different sports in high school, from track, basketball, volleyball, and I took on cheer at the college level at Virginia Tech. That's how we met. You were my first strength and conditioning coach. I think when I first joined the team, I might have been like 150 soaking wet or something like that at best. And then I think I put on like at least 30 pounds of just pretty much muscle. So, I really appreciate that. That was a really fun journey from like learning all the proper techniques and everything like that. Post college, I noticed that without the proper regimens, it was really difficult to, properly work out. A little bit more injury prone too, because I wasn't doing proper mobility and, conditioning like as I should have. What I ran into was like I had a lot of shoulder pain. So, being from the computer all the time and probably not doing the proper workouts, I noticed that I needed to get on a proper regimen, and that's when I reached out to you to hopefully, to correct. And we've been, I think, at this 13 months now. So I think maybe a lot of athletes probably had a similar, path to mine. You think a lot from your coaches for like 3-4 years that you've been on the team for, and then you think you could go online and then just find things that you want to do. But do you realize like as you get older, your body changes. You're doing different motions throughout maybe work, or you're doing playing different sports for fun. And I realized that what I was doing at the gym wasn't properly, I wasn't probably taking care of myself. I was probably doing the same workouts for months on end and being lazy because who has time to properly research proper program, proper volume amounts, and that's a lot of work. That's where probably my a slight downfall was in terms of the injuries. I was just doing the same things over and over again and not addressing the incorrect form perhaps, and also just the muscle imbalances in certain parts of my body. And that led to my injury from like playing a lot of volleyball with my shoulder, and I had a lot of pain to the point where I wasn't even able to kind of like lift, just plates over my head onto the, into the cabinets. And after some PT and a lot of doctor visits, I just realized it wasn't necessarily any surgical thing. It was just purely muscle imbalance and incorrect posture perhaps from just working on the computer all day. And I definitely didn't have the time to do the correct workouts. I got some things from PT, but those are just very beginner things, and I want to transition from PT level to just movement to now playing my sports that I enjoy, like volleyball for example, at a semi-competitive level at least. Reaching out to you, we were able to go from those simple motions and just getting back my mobility for daily tasks to now I'm able to play volleyball multiple times a week, a few hours here and there, obviously with some, precaution and proper warm-ups before those games. But now I'm able to swing, fully, have full strength. I'm able to overhead press, close to my, my max before. So, well, the biggest thing is obviously you. I think, I trust you with, with many things. And I know you have the background with working a lot of different athletes. I think a lot of the, I'm sure there's plenty of great trainers out there at the gyms, but first of all, one, they're very expensive, with in-person trainings. They don't do just programs. And then two, a lot of them might have, different backgrounds. So it's difficult to find someone who could understand what, an athlete wants. And, you know that I'm very motivated and I want to push myself, but you also hold me accountable and keep me humble when I can't, and I need to do, I need to slowly progress. And I think that's something I ran into the first few months, is to really, practice patience with, with the progress. So, and I'm sure there are plenty of great trainers out there that could do that, but, I was having a hard time finding that. And already working with you for, a year or so, and knowing that you have a, perfect background with working with other athletes, it was just a perfect fit to reach out to you and talk to you. And on top of that, the online platform, I think the app is incredible, and you have plenty of videos yourself with some of the mobilities that I do, and as well as the app provides a lot of the correct forms for all the different workouts we do. And they're not even basic workouts. A lot of these are pretty intermediate or advanced stuff and advanced motion, and I'm able to understand them very clearly. And also reaching out to you and texting you through the app, or just through your number, and you being available to answer those questions and check out my form is very helpful as well. It's very flexible with the work-life balance that I have. I understand why maybe people might be skeptical about that, but I know with you, I mean, You have a really sharp eye. Even if I don't send you the proper angle on a lift, you catch the mistakes, and you're right 100% of the time, at least for now. Maybe I'll catch you. But everything that you've corrected me on was exactly correct, and it would be even the minor like foot positioning. Maybe I'm just like bending my knees a little bit too much. You're able to catch that with just a single video that I take and send it to you, and you respond very quickly. I mean, the way the workouts are structured, I do one day, and it's repeats every single week. So you respond within a day or so, and that will give me enough time until I do the same workout again next week to correct it. So there's plenty of time in between. And if, for example, my gym doesn't have a certain equipment, you are able to substitute it very quickly. So it's very, I think the response is very quick from your ends, and appreciate that thing. Yeah, so I mean, thankfully, I've been at the same environments, working out environments for a while now. So I sent you the list once we first started, and we kind of built off of that. In terms of the flexibility with the scheduling, I mean, obviously people go on vacation or they need to go see family and stuff like that, and you're not able to do all your workouts. And pushing things back is great. I know I reached out a couple of times, and you gave me some workouts to do with just bands and stuff like that if I don't have the machines and equipment. So that was really great to do throughout my vacations when I'm at my gym. The constant communication we have back and forth online makes it even more flexible, especially when the environment changes where I'm working out. This is a great platform for most people. I imagine perhaps like if someone's completely new to working out, it might be tough online. You definitely want to have someone coach the proper form. But I think coming in with some background, at least, being an athlete and having the correct techniques, coming in, the online platform just, kind of accelerated that progress that we had working on my shoulder and then the mobility and just strength overall. I think the online platform is great for many people. I think just the flexibility is awesome. If something comes up and you need to miss a day, there's not someone waiting for you like a trainer physically, and you have to pay fees or whatever that is. I'm not even sure how that works. It's great. Yeah, I mean, the online platform makes it very flexible for working adults and people who are constantly on the move, for example. So I would definitely recommend that for most. And working with you is just incredible. I definitely I would, anyone especially being able to work with you. You're incredibly knowledgeable. You explain the reason why we do certain workouts, and the goals that we're and the steps towards those goals very clearly. And I have not had a single issue, and we've been working together for, like I said, about 13 months. And usually people might have something to complain about, but I cannot think of a single thing. So yeah, like adulting is very very stressful and all that. And I think it's very reassuring that the going to the gym, which is really, really important to me, is the less stressful thing, because I have my programs, I have everything I need to do. All my numbers are there. I don't have to write down in a book. I don't have to, question anything. I just show up and I know what I need to do. So out of everything that's going on in life, it's nice to be able to hit the gym and not have to worry about anything. So